Good morning friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in selection series for CAIIB on YouTube and we are in ABM. So today's topic is very important. It is Module A. In Module A we will be covering various new objective questions on basically statistics. So let's start without wasting the time. The distribution that is formed by all possible values of statistics is known as. Remember, this is almost the sure shot exam question, because this question will be asked to you in exam every 1 in 2 exams. This question is asked. Okay, means that is formed by all possible values of statistics. Now firstly understand what is statistic. Okay, what is this statistic and what is this parameter. Okay, this I am having it in the separate question. Next question we are having the same. Okay, so all possible values of statistics. So it is what? Hyper geometric distribution, normal distribution, sampling distribution and binomial. So all possible values of statistics means what? See here, if this is my sample, if I arrange my samples in a linear fashion, okay, means basically if I arrange my samples in various combinations and I plot the normal curve of the samples, okay, then what is it called as? Then it is called as everyone. It is called as sampling distribution. So for that you need to understand what is statistics and what is parameter. See this second question. The difference between statistic and a parameter is called as. So this will clarify your doubts. Always remember, suppose if this is the population. Population means, forget this, let's keep it very simple. You are told to survey the city of, let's say, Delhi, okay, and imagine the Delhi's population is what, roughly, I don't know actually, it may be 4 crores, okay. So you are told to survey Delhi. Now if you go on surveying each and every population, each and every person in that Delhi, will it be possible to do it? No. So what do? You find certain pockets here, and then you do the survey over there. You distribute those pockets over there, and this is called as samples. Okay. So samples. So what is the sample? Sample comes within the population, and this is known as population. Okay. Population. Now understand one thing. These samples are a part of the population. So what will you do? You will basically do one important part, that you will try to cover as many variable samples or varied samples as possible, isn't it? If you collect all the samples from one region only, will it give me the real picture? No. So I have to cover it in various corners of Delhi, isn't it? So that is called as samples. Now what do I do? With this population, suppose if I want to find a mean, okay, mean means average, okay. So if I find a mean of the population and mean of the sample, okay, so this mean of sample will be known as statistic, and this mean of population will be known as parameter, okay. So you got the point. See the difference. Statistic means any mean of the sample. Not only mean, it can be mean. See here, what all can be the parameters over here? Mean, mode, median, okay, standard deviation. Means anything I can find out for either sample, or I can either find it for population. So both of them I can find out. So if I am finding this out for sample, then mean of sample is called as statistic, mode statistic, median everything statistic for sample. If I am finding the same point for population, then it is called as parameter. Now the question is, the difference between the statistic and the parameter is called as, means what? See this. You always take this population and plot a curve that is called as normal curve. Okay, this is known as a normal curve. Normally it doesn't stick over here actually, yeah, and from here it goes like this. It's a equal on both the sides, okay. So this is known as, this part is known as population. Let me write it mu. This is called as mu. So this mu is known as population mean or parameter. This is known as parameter. And whatever you get in the x means for samples you will get it either on this side or on this side. Sample and population won't match with each other. The mean of sample and mean of population. Suppose if this is the mean of population, then the mean of sample won't be exactly over here. It will be somewhere over here. So let me call this x. So x equals to statistic. X equals to statistic. Okay. Now get the point. If this is statistic, this is parameter, then there is a difference over here. So this difference is called as what? That is the question over here. So this difference is called as sampling error. Okay. This is known as sampling error. I'll write it over here. Sampling error. Okay. ERROR. We write it actually psi dash. We write it dash. Psi is standard deviation and psi dash is always sampling error. Okay. So understand the question. Everyone understood this because this is very important. Firstly, now tell me. Okay. Has everyone understood it? Okay. Now let me ask you the questions. Now let me take your test only right now. If I find a mean for the samples, if I find a mean for the samples, it is called as what? Statistic or parameter? Mean for the samples. Tell me. It is called as what? Statistic or parameter? Mean for the sample. It is statistic. Comment section. I want to see in the comment section, man. Yeah. It is called as statistic. Okay. If I find the mean for the population, it is called as what? Statistic or parameter? Mean for the population. It is correct, parameter. Okay. If I want to survey full Mumbai city, okay, and find the mean of the salaries, I'll survey full Mumbai city, complete city, each and every, and find the mean of the salaries. So that mean will be called as what? Statistic or parameter? Complete Mumbai city, find the salaries and find the mean. That will be called as what? Statistic or parameter? Who can tell me? Yes? It is called as parameter. Correct. Complete city I am surveying. So it is called as parameter. Suppose if I survey some pockets of Mumbai, let's say Kolaba, or other pocket of Mumbai will be Kolaba or any other, this Mahim, Bandra. Okay. So where, if I survey these three points only, Kolaba, Mahim and Bandra, then find a mean, so that will be called as what? That will be called as statistic or parameter. It is called as statistic at that time. Correct? Got it? And suppose if the parameter and statistic differ, they are not matching with each other, then the difference is called as what? They are not matching with each other. Then the difference is called as, correct, sampling error. Now you got it. Correct? Everyone kindly download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app you will be getting all the premium study material, live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever you require for clearing JIB and CIB, you get it, everything. Ebooks are required, tests are required, classes are required. What else do you require? Nothing else. Okay. Also subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, number one, you will be getting all the updates on JIB and CIB. Secondly, all the YouTube series, free YouTube series on all the topics, you'll get it over here. Got it? So subscribe, click on the bell icon immediately. Sample is regarded as a subset of, so this sample is a subset of what? Okay, data, set, distribution, population. This is my Mumbai city. These are my 3 locations, Bandra, then what, Mahim and Kolaba. Okay, these are my 3 locations. So these are samples, and this is what, Mumbai city. So this Kolaba is a subset of what? Mumbai. Mahim is a subset of what? Mumbai, right? And Bandra is a subset of Mumbai. So each sample is a subset of what? Correct? Answer is population. Each sample is a subset of population. Always remember this. Okay? Sample cannot be different than the population. If I take this as population and do the sampling over here, what's the use? I want to find the Indian mindset and I do the survey in USA, then what's the use, right? So that's why sample needs to be the subset of population only. If the value of correlation equals to -1, now this is related to your correlation and regression statistics only. If the value of correlation is equal to -1, then it is called as there is large inverse relationship between 2 variables. There is a perfect inverse relationship between the 2 variables. There is a large positive relationship between the 2 variables, and there is a perfect positive relationship between the 2 variables. So what is the correct answer in this? Here, coefficient of correlation equals to -1. That is called as R actually, R. Okay, coefficient of correlation. So if this coefficient of correlation means what basically? See here, it means that suppose if I plot these 2 points like this. Okay, you know this demand curve. How does the demand curve move? It moves like this, right? So what is the coefficient of correlation? What is demand curve plotted against? Quantity. Yeah, quantity over here. What? Demand and supply, isn't it? And quantity and demand, right? So if basically it means that suppose if one parameter over here goes up, from here it moves to here, okay, then what happens? My earlier it was over here, now it is on this side. So one is going higher, the other is becoming lower. One is becoming plus. See this, it went from, let's say, 10 to it went to 20. So this part will come from 20 or 50 to, let's say, 30, right? So this is what happening. One is increasing, second one is decreasing. When such thing happens, it is called as negative correlation. And when this correlation is exactly equal to -1, -1 exactly means what? This line will be 45 degrees and reverse direction. So when you have 45-degree line and straight line exactly, then it will be large inverse or perfect inverse. That's the only question. These two are out because there is no positive relationship. Okay, correct? Yeah. So yeah, what is the answer over here? A or B? It is perfect inverse. Correct, perfect inverse. That is the right answer. It's not large inverse. This is a question of large inverse. Shall I? Okay, I'll show you both the graphs. Okay, one sec. See this. Suppose if you want large inverse, large means nearly equal to 1. So this line will be like this, not 45 degrees. And if you want exactly 45, this perfect relationship -1, then this will be 45 degrees over here. Okay. So this, I was talking about this demand supply, isn't it? Demand curve. What is this law of demand? Law of demand is as the price increases, okay, price increases, the quantity demanded, quantity will always decrease, move on the reverse side. See, quantity will move like this. If my price moves like this, price moving up, quantity will move down. Okay, that is the inverse correlationship. Okay, and whenever it is exactly equal to 1, -1, it means if 10% increase in price will lead to 10% decrease in quantity. So that is the main reason behind it. And I was talking about this demand curve, right? This is demand curve. When the value of correlation equals to 1, it means that there is a large inverse relationship between the two variables, perfect inverse relationship between the two variables, large positive relationship between the two variables, and perfect positive. So now answer is obvious for you, isn't it? A is out, B is out, because there is no negative, inverse is not there, only positive, but it is equal to 1, exactly 1. So is it large or is it perfect? The answer is obviously, isn't it? Perfect. See here, I'll again draw you the graphs, man. See this 45 degree. Again, now here it will be law of supply. Supply means price and supply, quantity. So here it is, if price goes up, the quantity will also go up. The arrow is over here, and in the earlier figure, look at this, arrow was on the reverse side because that was demand. This was demand curve. Demand curve. Okay, and this is supply curve. Supply curve. Okay, now you are not having this in your portion. Earlier you had it. So price, as the price moves up, the quantity supplied will go up. Okay, so the graph will move like this. So this is large positive because this is not 45 degrees. And 45 degrees means like this, exactly over here. It starts like this. And this angle is 45 degrees over here. So this is equal to 1. The slope, this is actually the slope. Slope is equal to 1. Okay. So perfect positive relationship between the two variables when it is equal to 1. Okay. Now, from today this registration starts for CAIIB. Everyone please focus on the electives. Which elective are you choosing? Okay, choose that elective in which you are comfortable, because I won't suggest anything. I won't suggest you select HR or rural or IT. I won't suggest anything, because why? It depends on your comfort. In terms of easiness, if you want, then everything is easy if you study. If everything is difficult if you don't study. Okay, HR is more of a theoretical. I'll explain that. Okay, HR is more theory. IT also theory, but IT many of us don't know. So avoid that if you don't know anything about IT. If you have worked in IT, go for it. Rural, if you have worked in this KCC and various this agri branches, definitely go for it. Central banking, if you have worked on central banking, very few of us might have worked on central banking, but then also I would suggest central banking is completely theory, no problems, no numerical. So that's why this also becomes an easier topic. Risk, right? Risk, totally problems. So decide as per your choice, whatever you are comfortable in. Decide as per that. Compulsory subjects are same, you have to choose it. So now before going, I would suggest, see this, join the batches. See this, one question was there, which of the following is not the type of non-probability sampling? So I'll explain this topic someday else, because there is a separate topic on this, probability and non-probability. Shall I show you? Okay, let's see this. See this, these are sampling methods: simple, random, systematic, stratified and cluster. This is the probability sampling. Probability means what? Everyone has got an equal chance of getting selected. And non-probability means there is something prejudice in between. Means I am having some favoritism. It can happen. Here nothing can happen. So non-probability means what? Convenience, consecutive, quota, purposive and snowball sampling. These are the types of non-probability. So coming back, which of the following is not the type of non-probability? Non-probability want. Okay. So non-probability, just now we saw the names. Quota is a part, convenience, snowball, all these are non-probability. But stratified random sampling, that is not a part of non-probability. That is a part of probability. Okay. Right. Just now I showed you. Just reverse that video right now again. Pause the video, go back and search. Okay. So this is the type of non-probability sampling. Someday other we will be doing the full topic of probability and non-probability sampling. Now let me discuss the batch. This batch of ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all the 4 subjects are covered. This is a selection batch. Okay, so join it ASAP. Still foundation course is going on, and you'll basically get this. In fact, I told you today what this registration starts. Registration starting from 1st April. I think so tomorrow. Today is 31st. Yeah, I thought today is 1st April. So this is tomorrow it is starting. Okay, now let me come this batch. We are once you select the electives, okay, and you do the registrations first. We are covering in this batch also. We are covering all the important numericals, case studies, question banks, whatever is required for you for clearance, right, of CAIIB in single attempt. Then all the 4 subjects are covered. 80% discount is there. Double validity on Mahapacks. Use the code Y432. How to use it? Let me show you that also. Okay, go to Adda 24/7 live. Okay, let me show you. Say this. Now, if you are having the app, go on the app. I would suggest in the app you are getting 1% extra. Okay, so say this. Go to Adda 24/7 live. On the front page itself, you will see JIB and CIB. Click on CIB 23. Okay, clicked. You'll see the batches. Click on this English batch. You'll see the details of the batch. Okay, so all the details means what are the dates, timings, what is the study plan, everything you'll get it over here. Recorded with 24/7 videos are available, ebooks are available, two-way interactive classes are available. It means what? Two-way interactive means you can ask the questions there and then itself. Recorded means if you miss out on any class, you can definitely get back to it. Okay, now let's look at the fees part. Click on more offers here. Right now you're getting 78% off. Click on more offers, put the code Y432. Click on apply. Okay, see this 80% off you are getting. 23,999 reduces to 4,799. 80% off. Offer. This is only for the offer. This you won't get it anytime else. Okay. So in fact I would suggest go for the Mahapack also. In Mahapack you are getting 15 plus batches. See this JIB CIB Mahapack. Okay, click on the JIB CIB Mahapack. Click on CIB ka Mahapack. You'll see the details. Look at this. Okay. 15 plus batches for all the 4 subjects. Then full length mock tests, topic wise question ebooks, everything is available. Okay, so go for it immediately. Also look at the fees, 7,919, 78% off. Don't settle for 78%. I'll give you 2% more. Click on more offers, put the code Y432. Never forget this code because that will give you 80%. This is the 80% code. Click on apply. Say this 719. Earlier it was 7919. So again you have reduced by almost 700 rupees. Okay, so go for it. This is the offer going on. Validity also double validity you are getting 12 months. Immediately go for it because this is an investment for lifetime. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, bye. Keep studying and definitely join the batch because portion is new, subjects are new.